Here's Altidore trying to get on. Victor provides the finish.
Alright, hey guys, welcome to another episode of TFC True Fans Chat, where fans of Toronto FC just get together and just talk TFC. There are new headlines that came out recently, which is why we came out with this new video. One of them, for sure, which is pretty exciting, is a new signing. We were talking about this before, about how Toronto needs like a better creative attacking midfielder, and it seems like they got it. They got this guy called Victor Vásquez. He's Spanish. He played a lot for a Belgian team called Club Brugge and did pretty well there. And then the story is he got sold to a Mexican team last year, was there for a year, didn't score too much, didn't do too much there, and so now he's here. And he seems pretty excited. They had an interview with him, and he seems like he speaks English really well, which is pretty. It's pretty good for a player that comes from another country where they don't speak English, to be able to speak English, and so it kind of helps for sure. It also, I would say, makes the fans more appreciative of that player being able to speak English. As you know, Giovinco is starting to do more interviews in English, and he's learning pretty well as well. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, he seems like he's excited to be in Toronto. He likes the atmosphere, as we mentioned before, comparing like Toronto to like Beijing or something, where the atmosphere is different, the culture is different in terms of like safety.
I came from Belgium though. Belgium's a nice place.
Yeah, no, definitely a nice place.
Maybe
yeah,
it's a no offense. Maybe it's a 1 year in Mexico. That's why he's enjoying the Toronto atmosphere.
Yeah,
but, Belgium's a really nice place.
Yeah, Cruz Azul. I don't know what city that's from, but yeah, there are some parts in Mexico where you have to be
Might be from Mexico City. I could be wrong, but anyways.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, so I mean, most likely you will start.
Most likely.
I mean, we've been talking for the past 3 shows how we need an attacking midfielder, and I gotta say we're glad that he signed somebody. And
Finally.
Vasquez has come up through the ranks to play for Barcelona B, Club Brugge.
He also debuted for Barça. He played in one Champions League game. I mean, maybe like they were winning like 5-0, just like had to put him on. But still,
But
that
that's
is
really
still
good.
I mean, he can't really break into the AM position in Barcelona because they have like Iniesta and all those guys there.
That is true.
So,
They have
But still,
back in
to
those
have
days,
been a
but-
former Barcelona player, that means that he's got talent.
He played, playing in Barcelona B is not easy. I mean, Ballerine played there, a lot of players played there. But yeah, he also played in the Europa Cup, right? Made to the quarterfinals. So he's done well for himself or with his club in Club Brugge. So it might be a very good addition. And to think we don't really have any AM. So I don't know if he's going to start at the beginning of the season because it's still new. Coaches don't like doing that kind of stuff.
Form,
So they're going to wait and bring him on like maybe 60th minute every few games. And then if he shows a good...
They're playing today, right?
No, next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
No, I thought they were playing like one more.
Oh yeah, true. They're
Against
playing preseason
Chicago.
today. Yeah. True.
So we might see some action of
Maybe,
him
yeah.
today.
Let's see.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of interesting to note that in the MLS, Spanish players are known to do actually well, other than a couple of outsiders, a couple of exceptions like David Villa and a couple of other people throughout the years. But in general, a lot of Spanish players, even I think some Spanish players that came to TFC previously, they just don't do well. So
Oh, they don't do well.
I don't know if that's
I thought you said they did well.
Yeah.
they didn't do well. They didn't do well. So I don't know if that's like might be not the case for Victor Vásquez, but
Well, are you talking about people who played in Spain or people who are naturally Spanish?
people that are naturally Spanish played in Spain or anywhere in Europe or whatever, and then came over to play in MLS. Just like the nationality, yeah.
So Spanish people.
Yeah. Is there like a,
Don't
I don't
call
know, a
them
curse?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this guy didn't play in Spain. He played in Belgium. I mean, he played in Barcelona B for but he also went to Belgium. It probably strengthened him up a little bit. And yeah, he should be fine. I mean, if Perla and Steven G could still play here last year, he could definitely pull up a few stops. But we're just gonna see. We'll check him out today. Check him out next week. See how he adapts to the game here. it's different. Obviously, it's not the same pace, not the same physicality.
Yeah.
So
I think he can bring a lot of experience to the club. Like, it seems like looking at his interview, he's very like a mature kind of player. You know, he has a family, and he seems like he knows where his priorities are. So he can definitely kind of bring that to the club in terms of being very professional.
That is true.
Seems to have that calm and that,
Yeah.
as you say, experience. Right?
it's a welcome addition. And if we're going to play like a 3-5-2 formation next season, we have the 3 back and the 2 wing backs. We can now have Bradley sit back with I don't know who's playing beside him this season.
There's for midfield, there's Osorio and like Cooper.
Yeah.
So
Osorio and Cooper,
maybe Cooper and Bradley sit back, and then he can be in front of them as an attacking mid.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I have Giovinco and Altidore. Actually, I prefer Ricketts, but Giovinco and Weber up there.
Yeah. No, definitely exciting.
Definitely.
Yeah. And also that's pretty exciting news is we were talking about before new kit being leaked and this picture from Orlando Cooper. And then a couple of days ago, there was a bigger leak in terms of MLS. I believe in the MLS, on the MLS website, they were showing pictures of the TFC players, like their profile pictures, already with the new kit, and that wasn't supposed to be shown until later.
Disciplinary problems.
Yeah.
MLS having issues.
Yeah, so those were shown, and then TFC did like a live kind of unveil on Friday yesterday of their new kit.
Oh, look at that!
And they brought back a lot of the kind of the
Nice.
black and onyx color. It's kind of similar to what they had before.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Next season they should go with the T in the middle. You know, that'll be pretty sick. You know.
The long sleeves I saw were actually pretty nice. I like the way they look.
Yeah.
Should get one of those long sleeves.
I might get one of those long sleeves.
It seems like when I was watching a bit of the live stream yesterday, and I thought that they would have made a bigger deal of the jersey of the kit, but they literally showed it for like 20 seconds, and then they put it back in like a bag or something. Like no joke. And then they started talking. They had a Q&A without even showing the kit. So it seems like it was more.
Club legend Danny Dicchio was in there too. Was part of the unveiling team.
True. Yeah.
Maybe they know we're ready. They say, "Oh, we have to show it now." So
I think the guy from TSN, the one who he was also there. I think.
Yeah.
Not Wildman, but
Caldwell.
the other guy too. Yeah, that guy.
Caldwell
Former player, right?
Caldwell was at U of T a few weeks ago. The sport conference I went for.
Oh really?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing special. No offense, Caldwell.
Well, apparently it's not a big deal, but he's doing a lot of like the color commentary for the TSN this season's games.
Yeah, him and Luke Wildman probably, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's exciting. And also, it's a week until the season starts. So they play next week at Salt Lake City against Real Salt Lake, and it's the first game of the season. Then they have a few road games before they come here to Toronto and play, I believe, on the 31st of March. And so let's get a couple of predictions in here about who we think will do good this year, and probably who won't do good this year. So I'll ask you guys right now, who do you think will have the most goals, and how many goals do you think he'll score?
No doubt, Giovinco has the most goals. He has done it before. He will do it again. If he's more healthier this season, I believe he can score at least 30 goals this season.
In 34 games?
Yeah,
Okay.
Obviously.
All right.
Give him a couple hat tricks, man, and he's gonna score.
With good form, yeah, I can see that.
Like
Hopefully.
last season, he was injured a couple times, so he didn't get that 30-goal mark that he was expecting. But this season, if he's more healthy, he's gonna get that. Trust me, big time.
Yeah. I think I also expect a good season from Giovinco. I'd say maybe I'd give him 23 goals. Yeah,
Okay.
about that much.
I think that's a few more than he had last year, which is definitely an improvement. What about you, T?
So what happens when you have two people with the same
Flanked
names,
by two.
almost the same names?
Well, obviously Jamaica is going to be top scorer. Nothing's going to change about that.
Not Ricketts? Or?
No, if he,
Ricketts might come in
if he was
second.
a starter.
If he started, yeah.
Maybe get more playing time.
He'll probably get more playing time, but I don't know. I don't know how many goals he's going to get this season because last season he had, what, 21 or...
Yeah, well, in the league itself, 17 actually. That was
altogether.
That was 5 less than his first season, which I don't think he was injured in. So
yeah,
He
so
wasn't in the first season.
Oh, his first season he had 23.
22.
Oh,
So
22. Okay, sorry, 22.
did I do the math? Yeah.
so his best right now is 22 from his first season.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if he's going to meet that mark. If I think that's the most he's going to get this season because not because he's not going to play well, or not because he's going to get injured or anything, but because defenders are going to catch up to him. And
That
stuff
is
like
true.
that. People are going to start learning how he plays with 2 seasons in. They're going to slow him down a little
Yeah.
bit. They're going to slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, but he can still bang in the goals against, Atlanta United and,
Atlanta
Minnesota
United.
United. Those
I mean,
two new teams that just
If
got promoted.
If he decides to rack up the goals against some next teams, then
that would be good.
he might do well. But yeah, I'm going to go with hitting around that 22, 23.
Mm-hmm.
Not more than that.
Okay. Well, I'm also going to go with Giovinco. I guess no surprise there. I mean, Altidore does score a lot of goals, but actually he did score a lot of goals in the playoffs. He had that 5 goals in 5 games or something.
Yeah,
Like
he really
Yeah.
came up in the playoffs, which
that.
was good.
Clutch.
Which is what I'm trying to say because people
Whereas
are saying,
Jovinko kind of faded in the playoffs.
nah, because
No.
people are trying to monitor Jovinko.
Yeah.
They're trying to go defend
That's
Jovinko.
right, that's right.
So they're going to take some stick off him.
Yeah, but nevertheless, Giovinco with the most goals. I want to say more than what he had previously, like his record, which is 22. So I'm going to say let's give it a
Go with
nice
it, man.
25.
Go with it. Exactly.
25.
Yeah.
Good.
For most assists, last year Giovinco had the most assists by far, which is 15, compared to everyone else who had 5. And that's no surprise. He maneuvers well with the ball and he can find people. So, but there is Victor Vásquez that came into the team and he scored. He had, I think it was 170 plus games for Bruges. He had 50 assists, which is not bad. And I think I guess that was when he was a bit younger, but I think he could I think that's going to be his role, basically. He can score goals, but also doing assists. So I'm going to say Victor Vásquez with the most assists, and I'm going to go with, I don't know, let's go with 15, what Giovinco had last year. Actually, I'm expecting more goals, so let's just say 17. 2 more goals. But yeah, 17. What do you guys think?
I can't go with Vasquez. I haven't seen him play for TFC yet, so it's a risky bet. I don't know if he's going to break into the team well or not. But I'm going to have to stick. Even if he breaks into the team, I'm going to have to stick with Giovinco because he's going to create more chances, definitely.
Yeah.
But Giovinco might get more assists in the sense that he creates a chance to give it to Giovinco. Giovinco can finish it off, let off the Altidore. That's an assist. Or lays it back to Vasquez. That's an assist.
Yeah.
So the fact that Giovinco is going to break into the box more, I'm going to think he might have more assists. Except Vasquez comes in and starts pulling out some Ozil kind of passes. I don't know, but I haven't seen him play, so I'm going to have to stick with Giovinco.
But since it was Barça, he played in Xavi or Iniesta type of passes.
But the thing about playing for Barcelona is that you have to have a team that clicks around you with those short passes and those long ones.
That is
if
true.
the team doesn't understand your quick play, it's just going to be passing the ball anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stick with Giovinco for the number. I don't know. I'm going to stick with the 15 he got last year.
Sounds good.
I'm also going to say Jovinko. I think he and Altidore tend to do a lot of 1-2s and little plays in the box. I think that was really common. They would pass it off to each other. One of them scores, or chip it or whatever, little through balls, little 1-2s. So I think Jovinko will probably have the most assists, and he'll probably be the one feeding Altidore even more than Vasquez, just because they're together, right? So
Yeah.
I'd say Jovinko maybe 13 assists.
Okay.
I'd say.
Nice.
I would probably go with Vasquez for this one. I don't know. I mean, since he's the, hopefully he'll be the main creative player in the field. All he has to do is just slot in the pass, and then either Giovinco or Altidore finish. Hopefully, I really think he might be the one with the most assists this season. I'll give him 13 assists maybe. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, that's a couple less than I would say, but yeah. Hopefully, hopefully, yeah.
And I mean, he doesn't have to run that much.
Yeah. And the next question, just kind of it's not a very serious question, but who do you think will get the most yellow cards in the team? Yeah, last year it was pretty even amongst a lot of players.
Yeah, I was going to definitely say Bradley this year.
Bradley.
I feel like Cooper might get a lot of yellow cards. Cooper might get a lot of yellow cards this season.
I was gonna say Beta Shore in my prediction. The one I sent you, I said Beta Shore.
Yeah.
He usually plays like the whole game. He's always on. So just because of that, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say Bradley because he's definitely gonna play a deeper role. I mean, he already played a deeper role, but now that we have a CM, he's gonna be more defensive minded in this game. And I think he might get into more reckless tackles. He had 5 last season.
Yeah.
It's not hard to top that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Bradley as well. We can't really predict how many because it's like yellow cards.
Yeah.
You can't really predict that. But yeah, Bradley. Yeah, I'd say Bradley. And in terms of a breakout player, so you can't mention you can't choose like Giovinco or Altidore, who's every season they're doing well. But who do you think this year will be exceptionally better than they were in their previous years?
Hopefully Osorio is better this season. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Kind of be smarter with the ball, right? Like we saw that in the final, he had that open like more on the side.
And he didn't pass it. He decided to shoot it.
Decided
Like,
to shoot, yeah.
dude, what are you doing?
I was at a coaching conference this weekend. All the coaches were talking about TFC. I don't know how they came up with, and then coaches were like, who we really hate on the field? Osorio.
Oh, really?
Like, why? Because they're like, he doesn't really deserve to start as many games as he does or play.
Yeah, that's what I
But
said.
because he's the only homegrown player on the team, he gets that chance. But he might improve. He might not.
Hopefully.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't really
Yeah.
think this season might be the season for him to improve with the new additions we have.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with I don't know, Hamilton or somebody. I'm not sure I'm gonna go with this.
But that's a good one.
Yeah, I
too.
think Hamilton might
Yeah.
do pretty well this season.
Yeah. Hopefully he gets playing time.
Yeah, that is it. Hopefully he gets
Yeah.
playing time.
I'm going to go with Tsubasa Endo, the Japanese draft pick we had a couple of years ago.
He was really good last season.
Yeah.
I mean, for the few games he played, he was really
with a few
really,
games,
really
yeah.
good. Yeah.
I'm hoping to see more from him, definitely. He is a forward, but he has, I saw in previous season, playing a lot of like on the wing. At least that's what it looked like. So hopefully we see him score more goals for sure. He had that first goal last season, I believe, and he was like super excited about it, and you can tell that he was really into it. So I hope personally for him to have a good season. Felipe, how about you?
I was going to say Ricketts, although he's obviously playing well already, but I think if he gets more of an opportunity to be a main man, he could become like a leader on the field and not just an impact player, right?
Right, yeah.
So I think that if it depends on the formations too, because you just have 2 up front, who knows where he'd be.
Yeah.
He usually comes in on the wings sometimes.
Yeah, the wings, right? So, but I think that he had a good final, and he's a confident player. He's hungry, you could tell. So he just needs that time, right? And because he knows he's good, and he's quick, right? He can generate a lot.
Yeah.
So I could see him improving.
Definitely, yeah. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah, that was a good addition last season to bring Ricketts in. Like, he really lit it up at the end of the season and in the playoffs big time. Yeah.
And in terms of who do you guys think will have the best? Who will be the best player that's been added this offseason? And that's kind of limited to 2 players, really. There is, so Victor Vásquez or Chris Mavinga, who's the defender.
That's a no-brainer for me because Mavinga doesn't have a good history when it's coming from.
Yeah.
And Vasquez has a definitely better history than him, winning the Belgian Cup 2 years
Belgian
ago.
Player of the Year.
Belgian Player of the Year. Like, if he gets the chance to play in this team, he's definitely going to be the best.
I didn't know.
The best signing.
Belgian player of the year.
The best signing we got this.
That's a really good signing. Well,
yeah.
definitely Vasquez for me as well. Then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm gonna be optimistic here. I'll go Chris Mavinga.
Yeah.
I hope he
doesn't
scores
score all
goals on the other side of the field, not on our end.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's gonna be. Hopefully, he's a threat to many attackers. I mean, he's tall. I think is he? I'm not sure if he's very pacey. Hopefully, he is pacey and strong in the back line and with him playing with Bradley. Hopefully, Bradley can tell him things, where to go instead of like, so that he won't make a lot of mistakes. And I think he might break out a lot this season.
You know what? It just hit me that Mavinga reminds me of a very similar signing that Man U did last year. If you know what I'm talking about.
Who?
Tall, black, strong, pacey.
Eric
Bailly. Had a bad record coming in, a terrible own goal, and the signing was like, why are you going to sign Bailly? He's done pretty well this season, hasn't he?
His first 4 games, he was player of the game.
Yeah, so if Mavinga is the same kind of strength, pacey kind of player, he actually might have a good season. But as I said before, record coming in, shaking. But it's good to be hopeful.
Yeah. You gotta, bring out their confidence,
Yeah.
Where was he playing previously?
He was from France, wasn't he?
Oh, okay.
He was
Mavinga,
France.
Wow, came from France. Okay.
Oh, French. Obviously, he's gonna go to a friendlier language.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with Victor Vásquez. Although you never know how well he can run with these younger players. He is kind of on the older side, so.
Iniesta is on the older side too. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but MLS is known to be kind of a little bit more physical, and even players that came in, like older players like Gerrard and Lampard, actually maybe not Lampard, but Gerrard. They definitely had trouble with the physicality of the game.
Didn't those two retire this offseason? Gerrard and Lampard, they retired this season. Yeah.
It's funny that you say that because I thought the Premier League was very physical.
Oh, it's way more
probably
European
is.
leagues. But maybe the people
For
in
older-
MLS are, you could say, young. Well,
Yeah.
Mainly, right?
Yeah.
Young.
I mean, Pirlo did well for.
No, Pirlo.
He doesn't come from. He did come from a physical league, but he did pretty well.
Yeah, but I guess all aside, I guess Victor Vásquez, I think he'll do basically the biggest impact.
How old is he, Victor Vásquez?
He's like 30, I believe.
30, okay.
Maybe
yeah,
even more.
Still, okay.
Chris Mavinga is actually pretty young. He's like 25, so I don't think he'll have a problem with the pace.
No.
Unless
I think he'll fit in very well with the team.
Yeah. Yeah, Victor Vásquez is 30. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just past his prime. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still solid age,
Yeah, so definitely exciting home opener to come soon. I know that there's going to be like a live kind of streaming event, I believe in Real Sports Bar. They're going to have an event there where fans can go and watch the game on the big screen, which would be pretty exciting if anyone's into that. We're excited for the season. We're definitely going to be kind of updating you guys on how we think the team is doing, how the lineup is shaping, and let us know what you think. Give us some feedback. If you're interested in coming onto our show, let us know. We're in the GTA area, so just send us a message, and you can definitely come in here. We definitely need some fresh insight on how this team is doing and how this team can improve, and how far can this team go in terms of winning cups here. Winning the Canadian Championship, winning the MLS Cup, winning the Supporters Shield, and maybe next year or the years after winning the CONCACAF Champions League. Who knows? The sky's the limit, I guess. It seems like Toronto's in a good spot right now. Hopefully, it just keeps on going higher and higher in terms of expectations and in terms of excitement. And we'll always be here giving you up-to-date news, up-to-date, up-to-date opinions on what we think about TFC. If you like what you hear, or if you see what you like us and subscribe. We'll definitely be around. Take care.
Okay, have a good one.
Now it's Michael Bradley. Is Altidore trying to get a free call provides the